Welcome back, everyone. Today we're reading some more trans memes because I want to. Well, trans joy seems harder to come by when you're older. I've just been enjoying transition. I'm so tired. Honestly, I feel like that's just a part of aging. I don't think that's really trans joy. I think that's just all joy. Nocturnal composer. What's worse? Honestly, modifying your body so you die of heart disease, or modifying your body so you live as your authentic self? Because of insulin resistance caused by our industrialized diets, we are all hormonally modified. So what's so evil about taking E or T? It's Mig Reddit, an interesting me encounter. I found my old 2DS and it spot passed with my current system. Why is it literally this? I'm blank from Texas. Aw? Oh no, it actually does look the same. That's great. Definitely human. Sorry that's blurry. Christian ideals: spread love, not hate, and unalive your oppressors. Christian conservatives: when a teen is trans, holy music stops. For what it's worth, the Bible also had God's chosen people enslave and conquer and do a lot of things that are considered very, very wrong nowadays. Stealth in Or, I think is how that's supposed to be pronounced. Question mark. My brother made this for me after I came out 2 days ago. Good girl. Sweetie, darling, my goat. Oh, literally me. Inflamed bunny demon. Just a heads up on Trump's regime for any USA youth in this sub. The Trump administration is shutting down the National Suicide Hotline program for LGBTQ youth. Yay! The sad thing is, no one's surprised. I know a few videos ago, I read a meme that called out a lot of how there are a lot of hits coming to LGBTQ youth and especially trans youth in America. And someone called it out as being very unhealthy. And that was very bad because some layers are actively fighting him. And how in Europe it's at least better. And that was kind of ridiculous to me because no, the fact that we are struggling here does not mean that it is hopeless. And it's good that lawyers are fighting, but the guy who can deploy the entirety of the military at his will and keeps doing it, being fought back against and barely held back, is not a victory. I'm sorry, but we are not winning here. We're doing better. It's not hopeless. And yes, we can still follow the legal path. But that doesn't mean a lot of people aren't being punished in spite of that. Duplication. Triarchy down with patriarchy is thirsty. Oh, go, 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 go. Then 700. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Society, be you. Also say, not like that. Yeah, it's... You just be yourself, unless it's a trait I don't like, in which case you're not allowed to. Demi Stella, this is the final straw. The UK's anti-trans ruling is a defeat to all women. We invade Turf Island now. Oh boy. You know, there's actually a pretty cool group in the UK called Trans Kids Deserve Better. And they dropped, I think it was like, I want to say 2 years ago now, they released 600 crickets into a church group for LGB. Not LGBT, LGB, those are two different things. Specifically the gays that disapprove of the trans. And just launched that at them. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever heard of someone doing. At the same time though, don't do illegal stuff to hurt people. That's bad. Don't do that. Don't invade islands. That's naughty. Because apparently people think that I genuinely want to demand a war on anyone. They're just wanting to let people live their own lives. Pirata femboy. Sad. Me when the sharky darky doesn't down with the patriarchy. I will run this bit to the ground. Independent pen. I know the intent was likely transphobic, but I found MB inclusive bathrooms. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Is the idea that I'm trying to roll with the transphobic logic here. Is the idea that the bathroom with the masculine sign being cropped out is the women's bathroom and the sign with the women crossed out is the men's bathroom? Because unironically, if I just walked in on this, I wouldn't know which one is supposed to be the men and which one's supposed to be the women. Like, this is just confusing. Like, I'd go to the front office and ask. That's some brain-breaking reverse psychology stuff you're hitting me with. Definitely not human. Transphobes when they realize it's Google Translate, not Google Sislate. Oh, ghetto. Oh boy. Fair smoke. It's not worth fighting for anyway. America entering World War III. Me knowing I won't be drafted because I'm trans and disabled. Oh. Let's see how long that limitation lasts when they start running out of people though. Because literally every country, once it starts running out of their quote-unquote able-bodied people, however they define it, because it's different depending on the culture and blah blah blah, they suddenly start taking in more people. Certain people with disabilities are suddenly given a chance anyway. And people who are considered unstable for it are suddenly given a chance anyway. A shocking amount of quote-unquote warrior women in history were only allowed in because of this very problem. When you run out of people, you get desperate and stop being as elitist about it. Or your society collapses because you've lost. We can only flex on them so much here. Infinite eyeball. You think I plan on dying? Femboy, estrogen, vampire, she, they. Archaeologists will know your sex by looking at your skeleton. L plus ratio plus I cannot be killed in any way that matters. Well, you're an estrogen vampire, so obviously not. You know, here's a hot take. Sure, I'm fine with that. I don't care if after I die, archaeologists refer to me by the sex I was born with. I don't care. But while I'm alive, it would be nice if I was treated with respect, you know? We treat bones very differently than we treat living people. I'm sorry, but even if we accept this argument on face value, it's still stupid. I feel like way too few people acknowledge that even if archaeologists can perfectly tell, ignoring all the outliers and how they actually look into the culture if they can and all that, dismissing all of that, I don't really care. That doesn't change the fact that you can pay me respect while I'm alive. It's Benji Moon. Yeah, same here. I wish I could be a princess. Says the frickin' Princess of the Moon. Frickin', wasn't she a queen by the end of the show? We are really in a Googling mood today, aren't we? Yugasagi, which I can never pronounce, despite the fact that I watched this show when I was a kid. I was into Sailor Moon for a little while there. Is a reluctant heroine at first, but grows more confident and matures over time. She eventually discovers that she is the reincarnation of the Moon Princess. Native civilization, the bearer of the silver creature. But is she considered a princess herself? I feel like I remember her, once she figures this out, taking over and saying she is the Princess of the Moon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was how it ended, right? Well, I guess it technically didn't end because they kept going and expanding, but like, I'm pretty sure that was like the plot line, was once she realized she was the reincarnation of the Moon Princess, she was like, I am the Moon Princess, and that was that. Right? I don't know, it's been a long time. Exciting match. Characters that give you gender envy? Question mark. You know, I'm curious. Let me know down below your list of your gender envy characters. I want to hear them. I'm curious. Hey, yo, I can never remember your name. Started out as a YouTube channel, got a recent game, and that game's still work in progress for the next couple of chapters. Very interesting character. Pretty fair choice. I mean, fair again. Yeah, okay, fair. These are all pretty fair. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gold Pilgrim Takes on the World. The game was really fun, by the way. I know that this is from the show, but like the game itself was really fun. And we're back to Portal. All right, fair enough. All good picks, honestly. And we'll cut it there. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I'll be seeing y'all next time, and I wish you an absolutely fantastic week.